Welcome into the College Chaos Podcast. We're usually behind the scenes in everything that goes on here with 365 Sports. Think about the expectations you're having to walk into.
Oh, well, Kirby Smart will just gaslight him into not worrying about that. Because Kirby Smart, I'm sorry, he is a master. He's a master of rat poison. He really might be better than Saban at it.
I was the ignorant person who said, this might be a low-scoring affair. That I was wrong.
If you hold any Power 5 team to 36 rushing yards, I don't see a world in which Kendre Miller makes a big enough difference.
Stetson Bennett had 39 rushing yards. What the hell is going on in Stillwater?
We're literal inches away from the college football playoff. Inches.
And I think right now, everybody's just like, we're done with this. We're done with Gundy. I think this is probably his last year coaching in Stillwater.
This is it. This is when Gundy shows whether or not he can adapt. Oh, man.
You're calling me an elitist, and it kind of hurt my feelings. I don't know how I feel about this.
I think you deserve it.
The new Big 12. That's a glorified American conference.
I can't believe
that is a glorified American conference when it comes to football. That's
TCU's showing that the Big 12 at the top end can compete with the Big 10 at the top end. So maybe the SEC is the one that can pull away.
They are. I don't see a team in the Big 12 legitimately having a chance to win the national championship in a decade. I don't.
Do you see a team outside of the SEC winning in the next decade?
Ohio State.
What are you smoking, man?
Well, that West Coast.
Honestly, I can't think of it. I'm a sicko. I would watch that game in a heartbeat no matter what, just because Apple Cup, Civil War, any of that.
Hold on. We can't say Civil War no more. I just think his talent, his comfortability, I think he'll be fine, but I think you might see a little drop-off from Cam Ward this season. And I don't know what the realistic expectations are for a guy like Shadur and the program at Colorado as a whole. There's not a conference in the nation that's going to have this caliber of quarterback play across the board.
Lincoln Riley will lose a job before he hires a good D coordinator. Is parity who wins in the end, or is parity how good the game is?
Parity's how good the game is. Money wins in the end. You need a team outside of the collective whole to win every, 1 to 5 years to make it interesting. Kansas is fun because they are so chaotic. Yeah, and anytime you have a quarterback like Daniels, I mean, he's so electrifying. He's the ideal college player. Give me a Texas Tech Big 12 title game with the Horns winning on their way out to the SEC. I think Dabo Swinney out at Clemson is getting a little tired of the modern era of college football.
It's dangerous when you mix high expectations and little brother syndrome.
Yeah, dude,
that's a dangerous mix.
That's how you end up with trees poisoned and everything else. That beat's so nasty. I hate how it sets things up from the jump in college football, but they're so addicting. It's like a dirty pleasure you just go back to.
I'd rather say guilty pleasure, but do your thing. Hey, my hiccup is USC over Bama.
Oh yeah,
I do not. I'm on board. Not believe in the Trojan. Like, you put those two teams on the field, I guarantee a Bama win 10 out of 10 times. And you know why? Because Bama plays defense and USC refuses to. I don't know if there's better breeding ground for offensive linemen than Wisconsin.
Probably not.
They churn out 6'4" to 6'8", 300-pound white boys, farm boys, and they are just good.
It was a cute story,
Yeah, and another cute story out there, South Carolina.
All right, I'm going to say, South Carolina is fraudulent as hell. Year in and year out, they are fraudulent.
I swear you could flip a coin for 8 games on their schedule.
Right.
8. And you want to tell me that they're supposed to be ranked when you can flip a coin for that many games on their schedule?
This is a must-win. This is nut up or shut up time if you're Baylor coming Saturday when the Wildcats make their way to Wakefield.
Not just a wounded animal. They seem like a wounded puppy. They need to find that dog in them. And you can't wait for the tournament to turn that on. The dog is not something you turn on and off.
No.
You wake up and you are the dog.
What's the score you're looking at if you're going into this game?
Baylor's got to score 80 to win. They have to score 80 to win.
Who does replace Chris Beard on the 40 acres?
It could be anyone, and I am scared of a bunch of them.
When you see what he's been able to do to go in and take a traditional football powerhouse that the basketball program has been an afterthought for years and bring them to the forefront to where when Bama and Kentucky step on a court, it's Bama who is the ranked team. That speaks volumes to me. I think Texas would throw more money into basketball than Alabama ever will.
Does he get to choose his guys, or is it going to be pressure to, well, this top recruit's interested, so you kind of got to take him?
Kind of like a Shaka Smart situation.
Yeah. Because they did that to Shaka.
They absolutely
They
did.
absolutely did that to Shaka. I think Texas could reinvigorate Calipari, essentially.
But for how long?
Cool. We balance each other out.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to have fun in that second segment.